Here's your comprehensive guide to hiring an all-star employee. One common misconception in business is that your team or employees should feel like family. That's actually the worst idea possible. Think about a professional soccer team. That coach is responsible for putting the very best player in each of those positions. If there's a position that's not filled by the best player, the whole team suffers. That's how you should view your business. Because if you have one or two players that aren't playing their A game, they pull everything down and they drag your company down with it. The problem is that you were never taught how to hire an A player to begin with. I love Pat Lencioni's book, The Ideal Team Player, because in that book, he describes 3 qualities of any A player. The first is they must be hungry. The second, they must be smart. And the third is they must be humble. Now, let me break down what the qualities of each of those are. A humble team player easily gives credit to others, does not blame, so that means they take responsibility for everything. They sunshine their mistakes, meaning they call attention to their mistakes so everyone can learn from it, which again goes in line with taking personal responsibility. And they easily ask for help. If you have a team player that's not asking for help, you don't even know that they're doing your company harm. They're just continuing to muddle on, waste time, and waste money. A hungry team member or employee will always go above and beyond. They'll come to you with solutions rather than asking you to solve all their problems. And they take great pride in their work. So you know that they're not going to make silly mistakes because of laziness. They'll go the extra mile, they'll think through their problems, and they want to improve, they want to grow, they want to be the best in their role. The third characteristic is that your A player must be smart. And this does not pertain to intelligence. This smart is they understand how other people react to them and they understand how they impact others. So a smart team player will know how to interact with people, how to communicate with people, how to ask for things when they need it. And they can show empathy toward their fellow team members. So let's break down some questions that you can ask in an interview that are gonna give you a red flag if this person is not gonna be an A player. To uncover if someone is humble, ask them to describe what they like or dislike about their current team. A big red flag is if they immediately jump in and are very comfortable talking about all the things their team does wrong or how their team doesn't support them. That's a blamer, that's not an A player. Ask them to share the most embarrassing moment in their career. Someone who's humble will have no problem talking about something that was embarrassing. Someone who's not humble won't be able to think of a single thing. Now, in order to determine a hungry potential hire, you need to ask this question. What is the hardest you've worked on something in your life? Now, the trick to this one is to not necessarily focus on what they say, but how they say it. A hungry person will show up excited to tell you about how hard they work and what they've accomplished. A not hungry person will complain about how hard they worked and what they accomplished. Check their energy. Is their energy excited or is their energy more of a victim energy? To determine if someone is smart, you really want to assess their emotional IQ. And you can do that by asking the question, what do you do that others in your personal life might find annoying? If they can immediately answer something they do that's annoying, you know they're probably smart because they're keyed into how they affect other people and they're open to feedback. If they can't think of anything that they do that annoys other people, you've got another red flag. One of my very favorite interview questions that I ask all the time is, what was your work ethic like as a teenager? You want to look for honesty, so you want to look for them answering specifically about something that they did, their early jobs, how they showed up. Did their energy shrink? Did they get blamey, victimy? Like, you just want to take in the whole answer to that question to tell you if it's a go or if it's a no. Following this comprehensive guide will give you a leg up in your hiring process so that you too can hire all A players and watch your business grow. What's your favorite interview question? Drop it below.